I think like throughout the whole thing when I was trying to explain myself to him and I was upset and was resisting getting in the vehicle.
Had you been drinking?
Yes.
I'll do it. This is file number 24926FY, People versus Shania Marie Hill. Ms. Hill is alleged to have assaulted Thomas Lee Hill with a dangerous weapon, to wit, a pneumatic chisel.
She's not available until 10:15. That's my call,
No, all right, thanks.
You want her to,
What?
do you want her to sign?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Luke, what's your thought? You don't want to hang around here till 10:15. Would you rather reschedule it?
I prefer to not hang.
All right, well, we'll reschedule it. All right, we'll do that after we finish with Miss Hill. All right, I don't know, I'd want to get assaulted with a pneumatic chisel, but that's what the charge is. It is punishable by, let's look at the formal document. Then resisting and obstructing as a fourth habitual offender. This is, as I said, is alleged to have occurred on May 25th of 2024. So quite a bit of time has passed between when it was authorized and when you actually got here.
She's been here a couple times.
Yes, she was here in May. Then we had a PEC. It was set for prelim. She didn't show up and Judge Pattison issued a bench warrant.
I was in jail. I got arrested on the way here.
Right.
Your bonding company revoked your bond. Anyway, a bunch of stuff. All through the summer, and you're here now, and you posted a $15,000 surety bond in December. So what's the plea offer here, Mr. Robert?
The offer is for her to plead to one count of attempt RNO.
All right, Miss Hill, they would agree to dismiss everything. The habitual, the felonious assault, the resisting, obstructing, for a plea to a misdemeanor charge of attempting to resist or obstruct a police officer. Resisting and obstructing was an old-fashioned high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment. They made it a 2-year felony a few years ago. If you take an attempt of that, it makes it a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Do you understand the charge?
Yeah.
All right, and for you and for anybody else that's here that may enter a plea today, do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will be no trial. Do you understand that? If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have an attorney with you. Ms. Hines is here. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to take the witness stand yourself and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. So originally, when this was charged over the weekend, Prosecutor Marvin just charged the assault. Then as they looked into it further, they charged this resisting, obstructing. So what happened? Did you get into some sort of scuffle with the officers?
I was trying to explain that he jumped out of the house and punched me. I didn't know about the burglary or anything that he had said till after the fact when I heard the police report. I was on his porch. My child was inside. She's 18. She was here the
Now,
last
who
time.
is Thomas Hill to you?
My only blood brother.
Okay, it's your brother. All right.
I tried to stay away from him my whole life. He's no good. And like I went out there to confront him because he's on methadone and stuff like that. He's wasted space, and I would let my daughter live there because the school bullying, and he worked her for 2 years and made her pay all his bills, and I found out about it, and he's 41. So I went out there to talk to him, and when I was yelling at him from the outside, I was like, come out here, and a few choice words of what I thought he was. And he opened the front door and punched me in my face and went back in. And next thing I know, the cops are there. My daughter was right there by the doorway where she sleeps. And last time we were in court here, my attorney asked her, did she ever go in the house? And she's like, no, I could hear my mom. That's what woke me up, because my daughter was working. And she woke up because she heard us yelling back and forth. And I never went in the house. Like, he literally had the screen door closed when he was yelling at me, and he opened it, punched me, and then slammed the door. And like,
What happened when the police got there?
yeah, I just pretty much was telling him, like, I'm the one that just got hit. Like, this knot on my forehead can show that. And they're like, well, he's got a knot, and that's when pretty much the whole
Well, I
argument.
said you had something in a sock and you.
I didn't have anything. That's the thing. Like, I don't even know what the thing is. The pneumatic, I don't even know what you call it. Chisel of some sort. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
And I work with everything you imagine. I don't even know what that is though.
All right. Well, so anyway, the police get there.
And they wouldn't hear me out. Like, I don't know. And at that point, I didn't know what he had said to them. I just know the cops were there, and I just kept trying to tell him, like, I didn't hit him, like.
So you show up uninvited at his house.
Because my daughter lives there.
All right. Well, to tell him what you thought of him.
I was trying to get my daughter.
Well,
I think, like, throughout the whole thing, when I was trying to explain myself to him, and I was upset and was resisting getting in the vehicle.
had you been drinking?
Yes.
I'll do it.
Yep, it gave me the oomph to speak my mind when I normally don't.
Well,
pretty good in life.
Ron White, the comedian, says, I had the right to remain silent. I did not have the ability.
He was
Sometimes
definitely
the
right
best
about
thing to
that
do is
sometimes.
shut up, but I can't. There's a whole bunch I don't know here. There's no booking bond conditions. There's no booking form. I don't have any facts. I don't know if they gave you a PBT at the jail. I don't know how he feels about it.
I think they just threw me in there pretty much.
There's nothing in the police report that they gave her a PBT or.
Sometimes you can see it in the jail booking thing, or they'll
Yeah.
put question
They just
marks.
pretty much put me in.
Anyway, the point I'm making, I'm gonna need more information before I can do the sentence. Your bonding company revoked your bond at one point.
Roger pulled himself off of it. He was upset with me.
Well, he said you were a quote unquote hot mess. I'm not sure what that's about. What do you do now, Miss Hill?
What do you mean, what I do? I'm disabled.
All right. Do you still live at Renberry?
That is my address, yes.
Is your daughter still there?
My daughter, a week after this, right after I got out of jail, she called me crying and said, Mom, come help me. And I got here and she had hand marks around her neck. My brother had jumped on top of her and choked her because.
Well, is she still there?
No, when I came to get her, that's when I found out. She went right back with me, and she's at Renberry.
All right.
She's doing really well, working full time and loving life. It was just the bullying in Kalamazoo why she went there to try school out here. Just get away from the kids. I got 5 girls. I don't.
Amber Stevens called back, said she can't make it in until 1. I don't know how Tim George feels about that.
Well, I can always put her in custody when she shows up at 1 o'clock. All right. We'll do the best we can. Thank you. Just tell her to get here no matter what happens.
Okay.
All right, let's look at 2025. What we've got available for sentencing dates.
This too. We don't need to do. Oh, I thought that was.
Lori, you often take much of the winter off as
No, I
vacation.
don't. Come on, Your Honor. I'm
That's
working hard
unfair.
in
She takes most of the
2025.
summer off too.
No, I know. You guys, I do not either. Look at my calendar. I'm here today. And after December of 2025, I won't be here at
All right,
all.
well, we
So
better
there
get
you
it
go.
before then.
That's right, I'm here now.
How about Wednesday, January 15th at 10:30?
It's
So look at that. I have a
It's a
free
good one.
morning.
All right, very good.
it's Tommy's birthday.
She'll
At
push back the
10:30.
flight.
She also has a busy domestic practice. which
There you
also-
have it. That's it. That's
Cause-
a lot of it. Is my family law cases, you guys. January 15th at 10:30.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
All right, Miss Hill, I'm gonna get the police report and figure out what's what. Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
Just the bond.
All right, but you're not on probation or
No.
anything in Kalamazoo?
No, I haven't been in trouble in a long time after I had my girls, like, kind
All
of
right.
switched over. Don't have time to do too much.
Well, weren't we just told that she wasn't here because she was in custody in Kalamazoo?
Yeah, and was released right away. I was on my way here.
Yeah, but why were you in custody in Kalamazoo?
We were on our way here and
Well, so do you have a charge pending in Kalamazoo?
just a recent one, yeah, because I ran from, I had a warrant because of this and decided to run from that.
No, well, that wasn't.
I didn't want to
a
get-
choice,
yeah.
So we'll find out about
This whole
that
thing,
too.
I chose to do the wrong thing, don't. I don't want to be locked up. I'm the one that got punched.
And Rhonda Eyes was her initial attorney, so we got off on the wrong foot this morning because I didn't understand that Rhonda had already met with her. She had done some extensive work, so.
I'm not sure what happened, but the
Yeah,
Mr.
both the people were here last time around, it was like, no. And she's like asked them the questions, had them statements, everything like that, and.
All right, we'll address this on January 15th at 10:30.
So you need to check here, Jim.
Need to check on Kalamazoo
Check
charge.
in, and
What is this for?
this is her sentencing for your attempts.
Oh. Yeah, this is just saying that's what I do, right?
Yeah.
Alright.